Exchange Server 2007 allows you to assign mobile device security policies on a per-user or global basis. These policies are called Exchange ActiveSync Mailbox policies. To create an Exchange ActiveSync Mailbox policy in Exchange 2007, from the Exchange Management Console, navigate to Organization Configuration, and then Client Access to view any existing policies that apply to mobile devices in your organization. On the right-hand side, under Client Access, go to New Exchange ActiveSync Mailbox and you will be brought to the next screen. As you can see, there are a number of parameters that you can set within the policy. The first thing you have to do is enter a name for the mobile device security policy you're creating. As a best practice, it is best to enter a name that describes the policy's purpose. Below the mailbox policy name are a number of checkboxes that you can use to enable or disable various policy elements. The first checkbox allows you to decide whether or not you want to allow users to use non-provisional mobile devices. The lower section allows you to require a password and then set the parameters for that password. For example, you can set the password length and complexity requirements. You can also control the amount of time that a mobile device can be idle before it locks itself and requires the user to re-enter the password for continued use. You do not have to specify all policy settings when you create a new Exchange ActiveSync mailbox policy. Any policy setting that you do not explicitly set will keep its default value. Once you have enabled and disabled the mobile device security policy options to your liking, click the New button and the ActiveSync mailbox policy will be created. When the creation process completes, click the Finish button to close the wizard. The mobile device security policy you just created will now be listed in the Organization Configuration Client Access container. To assign the mobile device security policy to a mailbox, from the Exchange Management Console, navigate through the console tree to Recipient Configuration Mailbox to view a list of all users in your organization. Right-click on the user whom you want to assign this policy and select Properties. Go to the Mailbox Features tab. This tab is used to enable or disable Exchange ActiveSync, but also contains a Properties button. Select Exchange ActiveSync from the list and click the Properties button above it to display the Exchange ActiveSync Properties dialog box. Click the Browse button and select the policy that you would like to apply. Click OK to complete the process. After the apply of the policy, it can take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes for the device to receive the policy. Once that occurs, an indication will appear on the device stating that a passcode policy has been applied and will not download any data until a new passcode is set. The user is then prompted to enter in a password twice for verification and then hit OK. If you want to apply the same policy for everyone, simply make the policy the default policy. To add an Exchange email account on your Android device, from the Applications list, select My Accounts. Then select Add Account, and from the Setup Accounts menu, select the icon for Corporate Sync. You will need the below information to set up an Exchange account on your phone. You will need to enter your domain name / username, your password, and you want to make sure that Secure Connection is checked. You will then need to enter your email address, enter the Exchange server address. Then tap on Next to submit the settings. The handset will check with the server and verify if successful. You can then select Done. On this screen, make sure your email setting for sync messages goes back far enough in time to pull email from your corporate account, or it will not show up in the inbox. You will need to review and adjust your Exchange settings after setup to make sure you have the appropriate sync settings to get email in the email settings. To do so, open up the Applications list on your device and open up the email application. Your default email account will be displayed, which is also adjustable in the Email Settings menu. Press the menu button and select Email Settings. The Email Settings menu will then be displayed. To edit each option, simply tap on the setting and that will bring you into another menu to adjust the settings. Outlook Web Access offers a number of actions for devices using ActiveSync, like removing the device, wiping all of the data on the device, and displaying a recovery password as well as retrieving the log file. Android 2.2 supports the remote wipe as well as wiping the device locally. This easily allows the user to blow up a device that may have been lost or stolen, or allows the IT admin to take action as well. To do this, simply log into OWA, under Options on the left, go down to Mobile Devices. Highlight the device you wish to wipe. For Android, some may say the device model, for example Motorola, and others will appear as Android. Then select Wipe All Data from Device from the top. If you are an IT admin, you then have the ability to browse to a particular user's mailbox after logging in to take the appropriate action for the specified user. In conclusion, with so many choices and devices today, we need to be ready to support those that we allow into our corporate environment securely, as well as maintaining productivity for our mobile workers. With Android 2.2, Google is making even further headway into the business world and doesn't plan to stop anytime soon. Thank you. Lastly, I wanted to provide an overview of our past webinars. We have had past webinars posted and lots of how-to content at our Master Center. Here you can find mobile device management best practices, common BlackBerry solutions, and over 300 articles and posts including training, videos, and free tools.